Okay, so play the first song that you sent, and then after Nazim in the Hall of the Dead, I play the second song, right? Yes, part 7. Okay, guys. All right. Is everyone strapped in and ready to go? We are getting into this today. So, this is Book 1, Episode 7. And this is Whiterun. Tigress, 21st morning of Morning Star, 4th era, year 202. The afternoon. Yeah. Okay, hopefully everyone can hear the music. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. We'll get right into it. After a long trip, Brenda arrives in Whiterun, and she is ready to meet up with Sildis Duskbrook. Without hesitation, she goes straight to the Hall of the Dead. Ooh, there's some boys tied up down here. Ah, good, you're here. I hope the weather was kind. Just had a minor setback, non-weather related. What do we have here? Exactly what runs our kind of business. Information. Our guests here have sort of volunteered to help us. Volunteered. Very resourceful. Yes, and as you noticed, we're playing cat and mouse. Blindfolded. Why don't we just... Well, we don't want them to see our faces now, do we? Understood. So what's the story here? Where did you dig them up from? Well, the one on the left murdered an imperial noble. I found the victim's body in the basement of the noble's house, stabbed to death, rotting down there for days, and his family was missing. As it turned out, he stole the victim's identity, making trade deals with his name. I followed the clues and found him and tailed him for days. I'm guessing the reason he's still alive or not arrested is because you wanted to find out the whereabouts of the family. Exactly. After days of following, he went into a cave. In there, I saw 2 bandits and the dead Imperial's wife and both his daughters tied up, stripped naked, and the bandits were ravaging them over and over. I readied my bow to kill them, but then this one on the right showed up with 2 more bodyguards. I ceased and listened. They talked about a slaver ship coming, and they were planning on selling the family to an anonymous high elf. I couldn't take them all, so I waited until they went to sleep. I snuck up on them and slit the men's throat while sleeping. Then, I knocked these 2 up, bagged and dragged them out, and freed the family. Impressive. Back in Riften, you said this new business is somehow linked to Gabania's organization. How? Don't you see? When you and your assassin friend killed Gabania, the slave trade had been crippled for a while. But someone smart enough to steal business ledgers from Gabania's mansion in Cyrodiil. All the plans, names of the buyers were on those ledgers. Whoever he or she was, they're using the same method of stealing people to sell them to the same buyers. In this case, the Thalmor. That makes sense. Gabania was the biggest crime lord back then. What about you, Atheon Lorraine? You said he's somewhere in Skyrim. Where? I don't know. But he is in Skyrim. That's what these 2 were talking about before I got them. Let's find out, shall we? I didn't smuggle them all this way from Cyrodiil to Skyrim just to gawk at them. By the way, you owe me 5,000 septims for their coffins and smuggling fee through Serpent's Trail with no questions asked. Very well. Let's get started then. You're going to regret this. More than you can possibly imagine. You don't know who you're dealing with here. We have powerful allies. Be quiet, you're going to get us both killed. Oh boy. It's very adorable when they're threatening us. I'm going to ask this only one time. Atheon Lorraine, where is he? I won't tell you. I can't. As soon as I open my mouth, he'll kill me too. And what makes you think I won't kill you right now? Ooh, Brenda's getting fired up. You're standing on very thin ice right now. I've waited far too long to find a theory on Lorraine, and I will not hesitate to use any method necessary to get this information out of you. Who are you? Who am I? Someone with a promise to keep. Someone with unending vengeance. Someone with nothing to lose, and only a fool would underestimate a woman with nothing to lose. As for you two, you're inconsequential in this game. You either die today by my hands or live to get killed another day by Aetherion Lorraine. The choice is yours, gentlemen. Or would you rather I make it for you? I can't. Please. I will not ask again. Where is he? I don't know. No, please, I don't want to die. We don't know where he is. By the gods, aren't you listening? The gods aren't here today. Your time is up. Snap, snap, right? Looks like they don't have anything useful for us. Let's get rid of them. Chop them up into little pieces. We can hide their body parts inside each one of these coffins, make it impossible to identify them. No loose ends. Whoa. Did I lose it? Did I lose it? Was that the last one? I think I messed up. Hang on, guys. Okay, if I click not on the little thing here, then yeah. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, we're coming back. We're coming back. No loose ends. Zunoldu! Zunoldu, there's no place by that name in Skyrim nor in Cyrodiil. Zunoldu isn't a place. She's a dark elf. We never met Aetherion Lorraine, I swear. We only did business with Zunoldu. She works for Aetherion. Shut up, you'll be quiet. You be quiet now. You shut up. I would rather live behind bars than be dead. You can find Aetherion through Zunoldu. Then tell me, where can I find Zunoldu? The last time we saw her, she was mentioned something about finding a rogue thief. It was 2 weeks ago, I swear, that's all I know. This woman, how do I recognize her? You're a dead man now. She has short green hair and one blind eye. She wears a mask and a complex black leather armor. You won't miss her. Told you I got some good details for you. Yes, thank you. What do we do with them? Turning them in isn't an option. Lorraine can find a way to get them out in a week, and surely we'll learn about us. Then we'll lose our element of surprise. It's too risky. Aetherion will not miss the signs of his personnel's disappearance. He'll have spies look for them, and evidently for us. I agree. We can't turn them into the law just yet, but I know a perfect place we can hold them. A prison in Markarth that has the strongest security in Skyrim. A prison that will make them work in the mines like slaves. Sit in a mine! Yes! They lock up fanatics in there. I like your thinking. Also, we're giving them a taste of their own medicine. They'll probably be chopping ores for the rest of their lives. Yes. You should get them there and do it quietly. If you run into troubles in Markarth, tell Thonar Silverblood that Brenda the Tigress wants to settle your debts with her. He will not ask any questions. Understood. I'll take them to sit in a mine. What will you do? I'll look for Zunoldu. I'll have to question some people at the Ragged Flagon in Riften. If she was looking for a thief, then that's where she'll look for them. And Sildis, you need to go to Valenwood, because once I go on this path, there's no turning back. I'm going after a Thalmor Justiciar commander. It'll be dangerous. You're my only friend in the world. Your safety is my main concern. Like hell I will. I'll stay and see it through. That's what friends do. No, Sildis, not this time. I don't want to put your life at risk. You don't know Aetherion as well as I do. Deliver these two to Sidna Mine and get your bounty reward, then leave Skyrim. Do I have your word? Fine. You have my word. I better get going then. Sildis. As Sildis walks towards his prisoners, Brenda calls out to him to ask a question. Have you heard about something called the Dark Mayhem? The what? No, can't say that I have. By that look on your face, I'm guessing it's important. Did you have another vision? Who visited you this time? Saint Alicia herself. She warned me about an upcoming catastrophe. Got me a little concerned. Even the gods don't know of its origin. I'm sure we can figure it out in due time. One thing at a time, old friend. Deal with Atheon first. You're right. Maybe I'm just being too jumpy about it. If it got you that concerned, why don't you talk to Argus? You remember him? The soothsayer from Markarth. He's retired, and he's in the Banded Mare. Come on, you two. Get back in your coffins. We're going for a ride. Switching music. After interrogating the prisoners, Brenda leaves the Hall of the Dead and returns to the Banded Mare. Uh-oh. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Get lost before I knock you senseless. It took years to earn the right to walk up all of those steps. I actually advise the Jarl now. What are you going to do about it, Look at that smudge little face of his. Look at that little look he's got. Oh, Nazim! Ah! Brenda lifts Nazim up with one hand. Please, don't hurt me. Oh, dang, she's Darth Vader and him right up. Years, huh? You should have asked me first. I could have sent you up there in a second without one punch. Now get on your hands and knees. Crawl your way back up. I'm watching you. Whatever you say. I'll do it. I'll do it. Good. Keep on crawling, you dirty Cloud District dog. People laugh at Nazim as he crawls, and the crowd cheers. Thunderous applause. Thunderous applause. Divines bless that woman. Cloud District is that way. You'll all pay for laughing at me. Wait until I go to my farm. People continue to point and laugh as he crawls. Shame, shame. Ding, ringing the bell. Shame. Guard, that woman humiliated me. Aren't you going to do something? I see nothing. I do nothing. Everyone cheers. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Brenda gets onto the Bannered Mare. The Bannered Mare. Great place to grab a drink. Hello, Argus. Do you have a few minutes? Oh, it's you again. After 4 years, you still come to me for more answers. Why can't you people leave me alone? I'm no longer a scryer. Please, I need your help one more time. I no longer engage in such practice. Regardless, I cannot help you even if I wanted to. Something interferes with my abilities on foresight. There are ripples in the void, like a curtain blinding me to see beyond. Now go away. Leave this old man in peace with his drink. What do you mean by ripples in the void? Time is a nonlinear element. Past, present, and future are not connected in one straight line. Time is a sphere. The shadows of one can be felt by the other. Echoes of future broke through barriers of present in the void. I used to see time itself, like a map laid on my table. But now, I cannot. So you're telling me something from the future is disrupting your sight. How's that even possible? There are powerful magic that can break through time. In the close future, someone or something will unleash a very powerful magic that will leak into the past, into our present. It stirs the void and creates ripples in time. Disables a scryer such as myself to foresee the future. I fear the unknown. I do not know what is coming. The Dark Mayhem! Damn it all. Nobody even knows what it is. Can you at least tell me how much time I have until this thing you explained happens? Weeks? Months? Years? Difficult to predict, but time always catches up. I apologize, girl. I cannot be of any use to you anymore. But I just remember that there was something else I saw about you a few months back before my visions darkened. What did you see? I saw you fall, unable to rise. I saw you in a cage, broken, both in body and spirit. Your soul was being tormented, your body was being tortured. You wept and cried for your mistakes and your crimes, for you became a murderer of dozens of innocents. You know what, Argus? Coming in here was a bad idea. Now, if you excuse, suit yourself, girl. I'm sorry for breaking this news to you. Furious about what Argus said, Brenda storms out of the inn. She goes to her Gilded Green and stands there for some time to think. Crazy old man. Mara be my witness. I'll prove him wrong. I am the master of my own fate. The future is not set. Yo, what up, Josh? Brenda makes her grand exit. As Brenda's passing through the market, she sees a notice letter on the ground. Curious, she picks it up and reads it. Missing person. Have you seen my papa? Dave the Nord. He's been missing for a week now. I'm really worried about him. He was last seen taking a cart away from Whiterun at around noon on the 11th of Morningstar. At the time of his disappearance, he was wearing only his loincloth and foot wraps. If anyone has seen my papa or knows where he is, please come and find me at the Breeze home. Lucia the Nord. Oh no! This is the same troublesome skooma addict I've arrested in Riften. He wasn't lying. He does have a child. Oh gods, what have I done to this poor child? Breeze home. This is the place. Hello, I'm looking for Lucia. Hearing no replies, Brenda lets herself in and walks upstairs. Stranger, have you seen my papa? Hey, bud, I'm doing good. How you doing, brother? Reading through our story time with Brenda here. Stranger, have you seen my papa? Yes, child, I've seen your papa. That is why I'm here. Really? I want to see him. Please, stranger. I promise you, child. I'll bring your father to you. He got into some problems. That's why he was away from you. So, Papa didn't go away because he was mad at me? No, sweet child. Your papa loves you more than anything. He didn't have to say it. But when I met him, his eyes shined with thoughts about you. I will get your father back to you. You have my word. Oh, thank you, stranger. Divines bless your kind heart. I want to repay your kindness. I have 3 septims I can give you. I don't have much more. This is all I have left. No, sweet child. Keep your money. You need it more than I do. Stay home and don't go outside. I'll leave some food for you downstairs until Papa comes home. To be continued. Brenda sets up all the food she had for Lucia on the table, and she leaves. Yo! That was another sick episode of Brenda the Tigress. Legendary bounty hunter. Or the legend. I mean, it's really however we want to look at it now. But yeah, sick. Well, that was awesome. Thank you, Brenda. I always love reading your stories. Well, guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for coming to hang out. We did a lot of assassin stuff, built up Timotheus' skills. He's slowly getting to the point where he's going to be able to face his father, the Emperor Titus Mede II. So we're getting closer to it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hit that like button if you haven't. Claim your nacho surprise while it's hot. And if you have not followed us here, We just passed 1,600 followers the other day. Thank you guys so much. Let's keep the ball rolling. Hit that follow button if you haven't. That little notification bell right next to it. Smash them all so you know when we go live. We have an amazing community here of rad people, and don't miss out on getting to know them all. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you all Friday. I have practice tomorrow, so probably won't be a stream tomorrow. Friday, I'm thinking there will be one. I'll keep you guys updated. I love you guys very much, and yeah, let's do this again sometime. You know, let's do this again sometime. But let's see if we can raid anybody.